The hospital intercom crackled to life just as Marcus Webb lifted his daughter from the waiting room chair. Code red. O-negative blood needed immediately. Pediatric emergency. All compatible staff report to donation center. Marcus stood frozen. O-negative. The rarest blood type. His blood type. Lily tugged at his sleeve. Daddy, can we help? The donation center doors burst open. Victoria Ashford, CEO of Ashford Industries, stood there, pale with terror. Then she saw him. The janitor she had humiliated hours ago. The man who now held her daughter's life in his veins. 6 hours earlier, Marcus's alarm rang at 4:30. He moved quietly through the small apartment, careful not to wake Lily. At 34, Marcus had learned that pride was a luxury he could not afford. He had a degree in mechanical engineering from Ohio State, had once designed aerospace components, had once worn suits. That life ended 3 years ago. His wife Sarah's medical bills consumed everything. Their savings, their house, their future. When she died, Marcus was left with debt and a 3-year-old who still asked when Mommy was coming home. He took the first job he could find. Ashford Industries needed janitors. The pay was modest but steady. He mopped floors where engineers discussed designs he could have improved in his sleep. He never complained. He simply worked because Lily needed him to. The main lobby of Ashford Industries gleamed with marble floors. Marcus arrived at 5:30, his cleaning cart loaded with supplies. By 7:15, he was nearly finished, his cart positioned near the elevator bank. He didn't see Victoria Ashford approaching. He only heard her voice, sharp and cold. What is this? The CEO stood 3 feet away, gesturing at his cart blocking the executive elevator. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll move it right away. But Victoria was already speaking, her voice carrying across the lobby where a dozen employees had stopped to watch. If this is the standard we hire now, maybe that's why everything keeps falling apart. Look at this equipment scattered everywhere. She turned to the security guard. I want a report on my desk by noon. Marcus pulled his cart aside. I apologize. It won't happen again. Victoria looked at him, really looked at him. Her gaze swept over his uniform, his calloused hands, the gray in his hair. Whatever she saw made her lip curl. See that it doesn't. She walked past, her heels clicking dismissal on the marble he had spent an hour perfecting. The lobby remained silent. Marcus felt every stare. He kept walking. The pediatric clinic was busy Thursday afternoon. Marcus signed Lily in at 2:45. The appointments were routine, monitoring the mild heart murmur detected at birth. They were passing the emergency entrance when the commotion began. A gurney burst through, surrounded by paramedics. Female, age 7. Acute abdominal hemorrhage. Vitals dropping. 20 minutes later, Marcus was carrying Lily back when he heard the scream. A wheelchair lay overturned. A nurse was on her knees. And on the floor lay the same little girl, convulsing. She pulled out her 4 and tried to run, the nurse gasped. Marcus set Lily down. Stay right here, baby. He dropped beside the seizing child, turned her on her side, cushioned her head with his jacket. Get a doctor. Now. The seizure lasted 43 seconds. When it stopped, the girl's eyes fluttered open, wide with terror. Her small hand gripped his wrist. Please, she whispered. Don't let me die. My mommy isn't here. Marcus felt something crack open in his chest. You're not going to die. I'm right here. The medical team arrived, lifting her onto a gurney. Lily ran to him. You saved her, Daddy. The blood bank coordinator's voice was tight with panic. We're completely out of O-negative. The regional center can get us 2 units in 4 hours. Dr. Chen's face was grim. She doesn't have 4 hours. Marcus was in the main lobby when the intercom crackled. Code red. O-negative blood needed. He looked at Lily. That's your blood, isn't it, Daddy? He thought of the little girl who had begged him not to let her die. We need to go help someone. The coordinator looked up with desperate hope. I'm O-negative, Marcus said. The screening took 15 minutes. Your blood is a perfect match. Better than perfect. You have a rare antigen combination found in maybe 1 in 10,000 people. She paused. The amount this child needs is significant. There are risks. Are you absolutely certain? I'm certain. The doors burst open. Victoria Ashford stumbled in, her face streaked with tears. Please, my daughter. Then she saw him. The janitor from the lobby. Shock, confusion, shame cycled through her face. Mr. Webb is a perfect match, the coordinator said. He's agreed to donate. Your daughter is going to be okay. Marcus lay on the narrow bed, blood flowing through the tube. Lily sat by the window, watching her father. Dr. Chen had explained he needed 2 units, pushing safety limits. Marcus agreed without hesitation. Outside, Victoria stood frozen. Through the window, she could see the man she had humiliated giving his blood to save her daughter. His own daughter sat beside him, small and patient. Victoria had built her career on reading people. But looking through that window, she realized she had never understood anything. The janitor was a father. Like she was a mother. He had a child who needed him. When given the chance, he had chosen to save her daughter without hesitation, without conditions. And Victoria Ashford felt something she hadn't felt in years. Shame. The transfusion took 45 minutes. Dr. Chen emerged at 7:15. She's stable. She's going to need surgery tomorrow, but her prognosis is excellent. Victoria sat with Emma for nearly an hour. At 8 o'clock, a nurse appeared. The man who donated is being discharged. He's in the lobby waiting for a taxi. Victoria stood immediately. The nurse hesitated. I should tell you something. Mr. Webb works at Ashford Industries. But before that, he was an engineer. He gave it all up when his wife got sick, spent everything trying to save her, then took whatever job he could find after she passed. Victoria felt the words like physical blows. His daughter has a heart condition. He works 2 jobs to keep up with medical bills. No insurance, but he never misses an appointment. Victoria thought of her words in the lobby. She had looked at a hero and seen only a janitor. Marcus sat on a bench near the exit, Lily asleep in his lap. He heard the footsteps. Victoria Ashford stood 10 feet away, her face uncertain. Mr. Webb. Please, may I apologize? Marcus looked at her for a long moment. You don't need to apologize. I did what anyone would do. No, not anyone. I wouldn't have if our positions were reversed. You saved my daughter's life after everything I said to you. Why? Because she's a child. Because she was scared and her mother wasn't there. Because I could help. He shifted Lily. My daughter's tired. I need to get her home. Please, let me arrange a car for you. Marcus thought of how easy it would be to walk away. But that was not who he was. A car would be appreciated. Thank you. When it arrived, Victoria walked them out. Mr. Webb, I hurt you today. I judged you without knowing anything about you. I'm sorry. Marcus met her eyes. He saw shame and regret and the beginning of change. Thank you for the car. I hope your daughter recovers well. The car pulled away, leaving Victoria standing alone. The board meeting Friday morning was hostile. You abandoned a critical investor presentation, Harold Weston said. Questions were raised about your judgment, your priorities. My daughter almost died yesterday, Victoria said quietly. She needed emergency surgery and a blood transfusion from a rare donor. She paused. Yesterday, a janitor saved my daughter's life, a man I had humiliated that morning. He gave his blood willingly because my daughter was in danger and he could help. She thought of Marcus in the lobby, exhausted but refusing to leave until Emma was stable. That man has nothing. No insurance, no savings. But he has his priorities straight. He knows what matters. Harold frowned. Victoria, this is touching, but I'm not resigning. And I'm not apologizing for leaving. What I am doing is changing. This company is going to become a place where a single father can get health insurance, where people are treated with dignity, where profit is not the only measure of success. She stood. You can support me or replace me, but I'm done pretending being powerful means being cruel. That afternoon, Victoria returned to the hospital. Emma was awake watching cartoons. A soft knock interrupted them. Marcus stood in the doorway, Lily behind him. The nurse said Emma was doing well. Lily wanted to make her a card. He held up construction paper covered in crayon flowers. Please come in. Marcus knelt beside the bed. Are you the man who saved me? Emma asked. I just helped a little. The doctors did most of the work. Daddy gave his blood because you needed it, Lily announced. As the girls bent over the artwork, Victoria stepped closer. Thank you for coming. Lily insisted. She's a wonderful child. You've raised her well. She's raised me, I think. After her mother died, she was the only thing that kept me going. Victoria spoke carefully. I've spent my whole life measuring people by their positions. I never stopped to see them as human beings. I want to do better. She paused. I want to start a program for single parents in our company. Health insurance, flexible hours, emergency childcare. And I want you to help me design it. Marcus stared. You know what these families need. I'm offering a consulting position, part-time, paid with full benefits. Marcus looked at Lily braiding Emma's hair. He thought of Sarah, of dreams they had shared. I've been judged my whole life. But this could change something. Not for me, for people like me. He extended his hand. I'll do it. But the program has to be real. And you have to listen when I tell you things you don't want to hear. Victoria took his hand. Agreed. The Single Parent Support Program launched 6 weeks later in the same lobby where Marcus had been humiliated. Today, a small stage announced the Marcus Webb Single Parent Initiative. Marcus had insisted on the name. When your name is on something, you can't walk away from it. The lobby was packed. Victoria explained the benefits. This program exists because one man taught me that dignity is not earned. It is inherent. She turned to Marcus. He showed me grace when I deserved none. Marcus approached the microphone reluctantly. I'm not good at speeches. But some problems don't have clear solutions. Being a single parent is one of them. This program won't solve everything, but it might make the calculation a little easier. He looked at Lily. That's worth everything. 3 months later, Victoria and Emma sat in the pediatric cardiology clinic. Across the room, Marcus and Lily waited. Would you like to get coffee after? All 4 of us. Marcus looked at Lily, who nodded eagerly. We'd like that. Emma's results were perfect. Lily's checkup equally encouraging. In the cafe, the girls claimed a table by the window. She talks about Lily constantly, Victoria said. I think she's found her best friend. The feeling is mutual. Lily asked if Emma could be her sister. They sat watching snowfall outside. I know I can never undo what I said in that lobby, Victoria said. But I want you to know that meeting you changed me. Marcus thought of Sarah, of how she had always believed in second chances. My wife used to say that people are like machines. Sometimes they break. Sometimes they just need recalibration. I think you've recalibrated pretty well. That might be the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Don't let it go to your head. But he was smiling. Can we go play in the snow? Emma called. Please, Daddy. Lily added. Marcus and Victoria looked at each other. Something unspoken passed between them. An acknowledgement of wounds healing, of walls coming down. What do you think? Should we let them drag us out into the cold? Marcus looked at his daughter, at the friend she had found against all odds. He thought of Sarah and how she would have loved this moment. Maybe that's exactly what we all need. They gathered their coats and headed for the door. 2 families becoming one, stepping together into the falling snow, ready to begin.